Hi everyone, I'm Luna Matatas. I'm a sex and pleasure educator, and I'm answering questions for secretpleasuresboutique.com's Ask A Sex Educator series. So we answer questions around sex, sexuality, pleasure, and today's question is all about orgasms. Super important, right? Super important. So the question is around whether or not people with vulvas experience orgasm more from oral or from penetration. And so the joy of all of this sexual exploration is that everybody's body is different. And so the best way to find out what your partner likes is to really ask them either beforehand about like, hey babe, like, so do you like this or this or this? Because I'm bringing all the things. Or even especially during the pleasure that you're actually delivering and giving. And so asking simple questions like, hey, like faster, slower, harder, softer, do you like it here? Do you like it there? That can often give you direction. And sometimes partners are really hesitant to give us feedback because they think that it means that they're going to feel like we don't think that we're good at the thing that they're doing or the thing that we're doing, or they feel that we're going to feel rejected or take it badly. So inviting that feedback can be really helpful. Now, when we're talking about internal stimulation through penis, fingers, or through toys, or external stimulation to the external part of the clitoris, I mean, we're all stimulating all the same area anyways, because we've got our this is our vulva. And so we can see the external part of the clitoris, but the internal part of the clitoris is also accessible through the vagina. And so being able to stimulate both areas is wonderful. And that can be tough to do with a penis alone. And so vaginal penetration through penises, research has shown over and over again that it's really tough for the majority of people with vulvas to orgasm alone from that. Research keeps showing that cunnilingus, so get your face in it, and finger stimulation, which is much more specific and spot focused than a penis can be, and also deep kissing. And so getting our overall arousal up can also help increase genital sensation and increase all that feel-good blood flow to make everything more juicier, more available, more accessible, more swollen, because the clitoris also contains erectile tissue that gets aroused and swollen and filled up during sex and sexual stimulation. And so if you're thinking about you wanting to maximize the pleasure and the potential of orgasm from vaginal penetration with penises or dildos, you want to be in positions that maximizes the angle of the G-spot. And so we want to either, if our partner's in missionary, we want to put a folded pillow to raise their hips and their pelvis up a little bit, having your partner be on top so that they can angle their body in the best way possible that feels good for their internal pleasure spots, or even, really putting a pillow underneath them when they're facing down, and they might have their pelvis raised up a little bit and you're doing sort of rear entry, so close to doggy, but they've got some support under their pelvis. That can also help them a lot. Even asking them to, or inviting them to use a toy, a clitoral stimulation toy, in addition to your penetration can feel super amazing. And for some people, it can feel distracting. And for other people, it's like just the right kind of additional pleasure that they need. If you're going to town on someone, you're eating their pussy like a champ, you might also want to combine it with vaginal penetration, depending on if that's something that they feel that they like and that they're aroused enough for and that they're ready for or in the mood for that night. So using your tongue and your mouth and your lips on the clitoris, not only on the direct part of the clitoris, but to the sides of the clitoris, on the labia, around the urethra, on the clitoral hood, really maximizing all of the pleasure real estate that's available, in addition to fingering. And remember, we don't have to do like super deep thrusting. I mean, some people like that. Other people prefer direct stimulation to the G-spot, which is not that deep inside the vagina. So the combination of vaginal penetration and oral sex can be explosive for some people. And when we talk about pleasure, I mean, orgasm is one type of pleasure, but some people also just find that they get a lot of relaxation, they get a lot of intimacy, they get connection, they get all these feel-good hormones going through their bodies, and orgasm isn't necessarily a sign of success for our sexual time. So in short, Ask your partner what they like as you go along and beforehand, or even debrief after sex if you've tried something a little bit different, and be like, babe, like I loved that part. What was your favorite part? What do you want more of next time? And get that feedback so that you can really be a more responsive partner, whether it's internal stimulation or external stimulation or both. So again, I'm Luna Matatas, and if you would like to submit your question and have us consider it for our next Ask a Sex Educator series, go head over to secretpleasuresboutique.com and scroll down to the bottom of the page, and you'll find a button that says Ask a Sex Educator, and you can submit your question for consideration there. So until next time.